play the base version of this, and everyone's having so much fun, and they finish their dungeon, and they look at you and they say, Tyler, well, why are we even building this dungeon? Who's going to come through it? And then you're going to pull one of these. Well, let me tell you. Hello, everybody. My name is Ilya.
And my name is Tylor. Together we make up Kovray, a couple that loves to play board games.
And to share with you what we play and why we played it.
Yeah, that's why we're here to talk about our top 5 of June. We're halfway through the year.
Stupid.
I know. Where's the time gone?
Well, what are our June updates? How are you feeling about June?
We played a lot of games in June, and usually we slow down in the summer. So I was very impressed. But that has to do with UKGE and wonderful friends visiting. So that means we played more games.
June was our most played games this year so far.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Which is pretty impressive.
Which is probably a good time to talk about the stats.
No, I have a June update.
Oh, fine. Update from Ilya.
So as you know, I've been sick for months. And
almost a year.
We don't know why I have been sick, but we have learned why I've been sick.
He has severe obstructed sleep apnea.
Obstructive. It's probably obstructed as well.
You are obstructed, technically.
Well, I'm no longer obstructed, let me tell you that. But in order for it to be severe, you have to stop breathing 30 plus times an hour. To my surprise, I stopped breathing over 65 times an hour.
Yeah, once every minute, basically.
Which is not great for your brain, your oxygen, or your health overall. And it may have answered a lot of my health questions over the last few years. Mm-hmm. And I, now, am a proud owner of a CPAP machine. Which is...
Are you a proud owner yet, or is it?
I'm a proud owner of a test...
Of a rental.
A test kit of a CPAP machine, because I'm still in my trial period. But it is a full face mask, and what it does is it pushes air into my nose, so I did not stop breathing.
Who knew?
Tyler knew.
I did.
He told me.
I told him.
I thought it was going to be mild.
Years ago.
I thought it was going to be mild.
We could talk about this forever, but we probably shouldn't bore you with all this.
But maybe that's why we played so many games, because I have a CPAP machine now. I'm energized.
I told you why we played all of these games.
You're right. It was UKGE and Jenna and Natalie visiting.
Exactly.
Which, if you want to learn more about, we have a couple of videos, so just check those out. But with that said, now let us transition into the statistics of it all.
Yes.
I have a sticky note.
There you go.
In the month of June, we have played 66 plays.
That's crazy.
That's more than 2 plays a day.
You know what's even more impressive, though? That those 66 games, based on your sticky note, or there wasn't 66 games. It was 66 plays, but 51 different games.
We played over 50 different games. 33 of those games were new to us.
We did a lot of new games.
Because of UKGE, because of friends, it's always a joy to share games. Now, we have played with 18 different players.
That one does surprise me a little. I thought it would be higher.
That seems low. Because...
But to be fair, most of the games that we played with Jenna and Natalie were just with Jenna and Natalie.
That is true. I'm just thinking, I feel like we played with a lot of different people at UKGE.
Yeah, but half of UKGE was during May, wasn't it?
Oh, that's it.
Our London trip was in June.
That is very true. Yeah, because UKGE was marked in June. Yeah. In May. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense now then. Okay, we are good. And we have played for a total of 52 hours.
That's a lot of games.
So that's almost 2 whole days of the month just playing games.
Did you actually just say that? It's more than 2 days.
Did I say almost?
Almost.
Well, there was some laughter involved as well in that time.
Yes.
You can't just play games. You gotta laugh a little bit too. But that has been our statistics.
And now we can talk about something that we missed last month because we were in a park, is our board game bingo. Now, if you don't already know, we've been doing this for the entirety of 2026, and we basically made ourselves a bingo board that we're trying to fill out. Some folks have actually joined along, so if you want to take a peek at that progress, or you want to maybe sneak in at the 6-month mark, head on over to our Discord. You can find a template, you can find other people doing it, and you can get a lot of good ideas of what you might fill it with.
And while you're going down to the description to click that link, might as well hit the subscribe button as well and join us for all these adventures. Don't wait till the end of the video. Do it now.
Exactly.
But here's also all of our lovely community submissions of their bingo. I believe one member of our community is just 1 square away. And is just going to a convention.
I don't even have a bingo yet.
Which I believe they will be going to Gen Con. So, Blackout. Blackout bingo square right there.
I think maybe you should have made your bingo harder.
Tyler.
Just kidding.
You can't come from other people's bingos.
Yeah,
you focus
jealous.
on your own bingo. Focus on your own bingo. Yeah. Now, I have a bingo.
We both have bingos. We are going to go through some highlights of the bingos.
No,
though.
You don't have a bingo.
Oh, you have a bingo. You mean a line bingo. I don't have that.
What do you think a bingo is?
This is going to be very difficult for me to get a bingo.
So, my biggest updates is that we went to a convention in Europe. So technically this should have been done before, but we've completed that, and then that is the one that gave me the bingo. But generally I inched up a little bit further in all of my stats. Yeah. The one I'm lacking on is I have not been learning a lot of fun facts from games. Even though I said I would do this, I would come to you for fun facts, but I will say this month there was one.
What about Ringo? I thought you learned a fun fact about Ringo.
I learned nothing from Ringo.
What did I learn? The samurais doing all the forestry work?
I knew that already.
Okay.
You've told me that months ago.
I was just going to say, that's probably because I told you about it.
What I did learn is from Diablos. There's a lot of really cool traditions around like firework dancing and all of that. There's a lot of terminology that I learned that was new. And I guess I also learned a lot of vocabulary from Queen's Dilemma.
Yeah.
Because there's some...
Every single time there's a different word.
We dictionary some words in there, and that was pretty fun. So maybe I'll add one more there. Progress in expansions, progress with people play. I still have not beat Tyler in a game by 50 points.
Yeah, good luck. But I've played a really high scoring game.
Actually, I think I might have.
I don't know, maybe.
What about Moo and More?
Okay, my updates are I crossed off the convention one that Ilya is talking about. You did, didn't you?
I have.
Ah, darn it.
It was one.
It's because the scoring in that game is wild.
168 to 80. Where's the pen?
You have it.
Pen is gone. I will mark it later.
Well, I finished playing 10 games released before 2020 is what I mean to say. I am halfway through 450 total plays in person. I am 16 games away from beating Ilya in 100 games, which is pretty fun. We are progressing on our 10 games of playing 10 games from our Shelf of Shame, which is strange because the Shelf of Shame is not defined by the new games that are coming in. It's defined by the games that we've had for a while that we just haven't been able to get to for whatever reason. And yeah, I'm kind of just going through. All of mine are making really good progress. I think I've made them so that I will likely finish a lot of them at the end of the year.
Do you know which one he hasn't finished?
I have not played a solo game. Leave me alone.
One solo game. Everyone has been giving you such good recommendations for which solo game you should play.
I know.
And why have you not played one?
Because I don't want to.
You could have got a bingo.
No, I could not have. It's not even worth it right now because I'm not even getting a bingo.
It's not worth it to play a solo game?
No, because I like playing games with people. That's the type of games I like.
But you're a person.
Yeah.
You can play with you.
And I need to make sure that I beat you in 100 games, and I can't do that if I'm playing a solo game. Anyways, that's our bingo update. Thank you so much for listening. Now, we get to talk about more things that are exciting for the past month.
Do you mean the board games that we played?
Exactly.
Now we're on to our top 5 of...
June.
We have a new song for our top 5 of the month.
It's the top 5, the top 5 of the month. Check it out, it's the top 5 of the month.
With honorable mentions from Well, of course, I don't think I did honorable mentions in London.
You didn't, I don't think, because
we were in a park. But now that we're in home, in our lovely little studio, why wouldn't I do honorable mentions?
Because...
Guess how many I have today?
You better just have one.
I have 3. Honorable mention number 1. A game called Piggy Yellow.
Oh, I like this game.
So, The cool thing with this game is it's one of the games that I had low expectations for, and it exceeded those expectations. It's not the most amazing game in the world, but it is very fun. All you're doing is you're essentially trying to hive mind of a color. But what's cool about this game is you know your category in advance of your clue. So like you can say tennis and hope that everybody has the lime green color to place down.
Well, they will have that card.
Not if they used it earlier.
You just have to hope they
because sometimes some hints overlap. And it's cooperative. You're trying to hive mind around colors. It's clever. It's funny. It's great. Loved it. Game number 2, Ham and Melon.
Yeah, Ham and Melon.
I love Ham and Melon.
This is from the designer of Nana.
Yeah. And it's pretty simple. You're essentially collecting cards to try to age your ham, grow your melon, and ferment your cheese. Now, cheese, what do you mean? This is ham and melon. Well, it's actually prosciutto and melon. And there is cheese involved. The way you win is you get ham and melon or ham and cheese to be in the fully final stages. There's card stealing, there's trickery, there's fun, and it's a joy. And the art
is heckin' cute.
Heckin' cute indeed. Last game, Stereo Mind.
Oh, nice.
I kind of went for a similar theme with these two. This one, you listen to a song. In your instrument, you pick what you think the song corresponds to based on 5 text options.
The instrument is a number dial.
Sometimes those text options are pictures.
Yep.
Sometimes they're colors.
Yep.
Sometimes they're words.
Yep.
If you all hive mind and pick the same object, word, or sound based on the sound that you hear, you win. You get that card and you're trying to score the most points.
It's like just one.
This game is incredibly hard.
Yeah.
It is. We have not done well.
No.
But we have argued lots about how we listen to music and what we think the sounds are.
I think 4 has been a good score for us.
4 is like we are on a roll. I think the max we can score is 7. 4 is like we are on top of the world. We often score 0.
Yeah, it's not good.
Not good. But that's my honorable mentions.
All right, that's fine. Now we can move to the top games. I get to start.
I thought I got to start.
No, you did all your honorable mentions. I get my first. My number 5 is this party game. Yeah, you heard it right. From Tyler, a party game called Jinxo.
You know it's good.
So this is, well, I'm going to say it again. It's a party game where you are trying to find your best friend. Ultimately, you're trying to find your best friend because that's the way you'll score the most points.
Excuse me, you're trying to find your best friend forever. Your BFF.
Your BFF, yeah. Anyways, the way that this will work is you have a tic-tac-toe board that you will be filling out with 3 different prompts. Each prompt, you'll write down 3 different answers into a different square, and then once everybody has gone through and filled out their boards, you will announce one of your answers, and then if anybody is like you, they'll raise your hand, you'll circle it, and that's a point. But if there's only one other person, you're BFFs, and you're good to go, and you score even more points. This is a fun little party game of prompts and laughter and just like really good vibes, in my opinion.
We have laughed really every time. There's belly laughs involved. There was actually one laugh where all of us were crying.
I was crying.
It was a hilarious answer. It'll be a good inside joke for the rest of our lives. Great game.
Yeah. And that is essentially Jinxo. It's nominated this year for the Spiel des Jahres. Oh my goodness. It's nominated for the Spiel.
Game of the year.
And we're excited to see how it fares against the other 2 nominees.
We'll find out.
Anyways, that's my number 5.
My number 5 is
a game you've mentioned already this video. Yeah.
Look how gorgeous Diablos is. Now, this is a complex strategy game in which you are putting together a troupe of performers to perform with fireworks and put on the best show. Now, this is based on a tradition, and the tradition still continues to this day because this game is actually set in modern times. There's social media involved. People taking pictures and videos of your performances and them going viral. Would be great. It's a Daddy Garcia game, so you know the theme is really interconnected in everything that you're doing. Your board really comes alive. The decisions in this game are just really clever. We only played this once because we had to kind of put it over. We started a little late in the day, so we had to pause it and finish it the next day. But throughout that whole experience, I just saw all the strategies and all the connections begin to form. And I had more and more fun as we began to play it more. And I cannot wait to get to the table again. It is in crowdfunding right now, so feel free to learn and check out more about it. But Diablos was a big hit for me.
It's fun. It's very heavy though, and it's fun to see all the puzzle come together.
It's not super like with 3 players. Once you know
what's
it's a lot to learn
get into and learn
because you don't see the apparent strategies right away, and sometimes you don't understand why you're doing what you're doing immediately. But once that clicks, I feel like if we played it again, it'd be better. 2 hours tops. Yeah. But that is.
You have to say it.
I have to say it. Diablos.
All right, my number 4 is a under.
I thought it was my number 4.
No, is an underrated roll and write, or flip and write, I guess is the better, draft and write, because it's called Draft and Write Records. Anyways, in this game, you're going to be putting together a band, and then you'll be, I think it's social media. You'll be advertising, getting new people in the band, and then traveling, I believe. Touring. Those are all the 4 things that you can do. I could be getting that wrong. But essentially, what you're going to be doing in this game is drafting different cards that do different things on your sheet. When you do those things on your sheet, obviously there's going to be the classic combinations that go off. But there are goals that you need to keep in mind. You have a personal goal, and then you have a bunch of other objectives that are in the middle that you have to complete. And you are basically racing to those in a sense, because that's how Game End works. Now you're also going to be wanting to pay attention to what's going on your board, because there's a lot of different ways to score things. But I tend to play this on BGA, and I think that we finally were able to get this to the table. Ilya has only just played it.
Even though Tyler works for this company, he has not taught me this game in years.
I have only worked for the company for 2 years.
Exactly. And you have not taught me the game, but we have finally played it, and I enjoyed it.
Yes, this is an underrated game. I really, really like it. If you're looking for a little level up in your roll and writes, I think Draft and Write Records is a perfect game. Anyways.
It was really fun. I like how the cards have the record print on them.
The box does too, actually. It's very cool. Yeah.
Fancy.
Anyways, I've said anyways about a million anyway times. So let's go to Ilya's number 4.
Which should have come first.
No.
My number 4 is Moon Colony Bloodbath.
Such a good game.
We're doing a top 50 later this year. We're actually starting to plan our top 50 in July.
Yeah.
Which is so exciting.
Stressful.
I suspect this game will make my top 50. There are so many things I like about it, and it's been on my list a few times now, and it's coming back again because it was also nominated for the Kennerspiel.
Yes.
Which they're going to announce next week, and I think this one should win. I don't know if it will.
I think I agree with you on that.
I feel like Rebirth might take it, but I think Moon Colony Bloodbath should win because it's fantastic. The best part about it is the mix of how you teach it with the ease of the introductory to the game. Because you have the combined deck, you start flipping, and all of a sudden you know what you're going to do. You have your little board, you're going to work, you're going to get some little money so you can build your little building, so you can build your little moon colony, and then bam,
boom.
People start dying.
Robots.
Air leak. 20 dead.
Yeah.
Robot malfunction. Another 8 dead. Everything just comes crumbling down. And you just want to survive because we got to keep the moon colony going. And once one player's moon colony goes 0 population, who has the most people win.
Yep.
The flavor text in the cards, hilarious. The graphic presentation of the game, fantastic. Nothing but great things to say.
It is a very, very fun game. I agree with Ilya on that. I think that this one should win. I don't know if it will.
I also think this one's really fun to play at a full player count.
Full player count is great.
We also achieved an incredible milestone of actually completing the full event deck at a full player count.
I think our twists were really easy though, or like
don't underplay all of us surviving in the moon.
All right, you're right.
We survived and we thrived. That's Moon Colony Bloodbath, baby.
Alright, I have my number 3 right here. It is Endeavor, Deep Sea.
You know, when you do that, you're supposed to have a little pocket game. So you can be like, I have mine right here.
This was not going to fit. So, This game is about exploring the sea, and you're going to be doing that by hiring some different crew members to be able to do different abilities, and you're going to be moving up on these tracks, these 4 tracks, that will slowly start to build your engine into something quite amazing. The game does a fantastic job of starting you out very, very slow, and you all just ramp up for a number of actions, a number of different combinations, while also creating this like beautiful presence in the middle. There's so much variability to this game that I'm absolutely obsessed with. The way that you can pick and choose the tiles, well, not the tiles, well, I guess the tiles. The map that you are going to be using and the starting goals or the goals that you're going to be achieving throughout the game, I think is quite fantastic. I also just love the engine building in this. I'll say it again. It's a lot of fun. And I don't know, it is just fantastic.
We got to play with Rosie and Doug, and it was just a blast. It was a hoot. Every time we play this game, I'm just like, mwah, mwah. And this actually, speaking of Kennerspiel, this one won last year.
It did win, yeah.
So
yeah, it's well deserved, and I think that if you haven't played this yet, you definitely need to. I know it's a reskin of an older game, but the reskin of it being a deep, like the deep sea adventure, is just so perfect. It makes so much sense. It should have been like.
What are you gonna find down there?
Yeah.
What are you gonna find?
Anyways, that's my number 3.
Great number 3, Tyler. I'm surprised my number 3 didn't make your list.
Yeah, there was a lot to pick from.
My number 3 is Galileo Galilei. This has been on our shelf of shame for almost a year. And it was a truly shelf of shame because we both have wanted to play it. We just did not get to, and it just kept going into that cycle until the lovely Jenna and Natalie got us to play this.
They taught us the game too,
which was lovely. Which helped my being taught. I've been taught now 10 different games, which is fantastic. But this game is fantastic. You're essentially selecting actions, you're modifying dice, you're looking at the sky, and you're trying not to raise too much suspicion, because if you throw too much science at people, they tend to get suspicious. And sometimes someone's burned at the stake, which isn't ideal. There's no burning at the stake in this game, but in this game there's a lot of observation of the night sky. What I particularly like this game is there's a dice manipulation aspect, where essentially you're trying to get dice, you're trying to raise their values, and you're color combining those dice, so a blue and a red make a purple.
Yeah.
And sometimes that purple value will get you just the thing you need. And you're trying to balance all of this, you're trying to think really critically, and it moves along so smoothly. You always feel like you want to do more, and it's just a hoot. I can't wait to play this one again. I also hear there's an expansion. I really want to try the expansion. I want to try different characters because there's slight asymmetry with the different characters. But generally, this is a public, because we've played Forestry now from them.
Yep.
And we've played Galileo Galilei. This is a publisher I'm now like watching because they've nailed it out of the games that we've played.
Yep. I agree. Yeah. There you go. That's your number 3.
That's my number 3. Galileo Galilei. My number 2
is my number 2,
which is
Stone Spine Architects.
You know what's so funny? We've called this game Stone Spire Architects.
I have a hard time with this game.
I don't know, because I feel like we've called it Stone Spire Architects for so long. It's now weird to switch it to the proper name. So I apologize for all my mispronunciations of the past.
Yeah. So I play Stone Spine Architects on BGA quite a bit, actually. This is one of the games where I actually really enjoy it on BGA. It's basically you building a dungeon, and you're going to be drafting from rows 1 to 4. You'll build out your dungeon. Every round is 4 cards. You'll place the cards, hoping to make paths, hoping to get these goals that you're trying to accomplish, and ultimately, in my opinion, making sure you connect all your gates from the exits to the entrance, because that's how you're going to score a bunch of points.
It's such a good game. We also played it with the expansion.
We did.
The Invasion expansion, where heroes come in and you have little monsters that you're trying to get rid of the heroes. And based on how they path and go through your dungeon, they can die in certain ways. It's extremely clever. It's also one of those expansions that once you play it, you're like, wait, this isn't part of the original game? It's such a weird... I've never felt this way about an expansion, but it may be one of the best expansions I've played.
Wow.
So
I will say that it definitely has this ease of transition into it.
Because people know this. I've mentioned this many
You've
times.
said it a couple times.
I don't like expansions. I feel like a lot of the time expansions are just a way for publishers to get more money from a successful game. And sometimes they just don't, they add a little bit more. They sprinkle in there. And it's rare for an expansion to be like, huh, that's really nice. And this one, just seamless. And I'll play it without the expansion still. I'll play it with the expansion. There's multiple options, but this is how expansion should be done.
The thing about this, though, is what I will say is that Stone Spine Architects, just the base game, is perfect for entry-level gamers, I think. It's got, like, a lot of different mechanics that you'll run into in other games, but they're very, like, high level. And it's easy to learn, it's easy to get into, it's relatively quick, all things considered, and once you've finished this, if you are a hobby gamer or if you really, really like the base game, check out the expansion, because that adds a layer that feels like a natural level up from the game, but it doesn't, like Ilya said, it doesn't take away from what the game is.
I can just picture it. You play the base version of this, and everyone's having so much fun, and they finish their dungeon, and they look at you and they say, Tyler, well, why are we even building this dungeon? Who's going to come through it? And then you're going to pull one of these. Well, let me tell you. There are some heroes. Do you want to play again? And then heroes will woo through your dungeon, and you're going to have to try to get rid of them with your monstrous monsters. Who would say no?
Exactly.
Not me.
And that is why it is our number 2.
Great game.
Stone Spine Architects and the expansion. All right, the moment you've been waiting for. Our number 1.
It's not collective.
It is not collective, but I'm going to start with mine. This is the Darwin Journey Oceania expansion. Oceania expansion. Now, Darwin's Journey, as some of you might already know, is probably one of my favorite games. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I think this might be dethroning Paladins at this point. I love Darwin's Journey so much. I love the theme. I love the worker placement. I love the strategy, and I love how you grow to evolve in the game. Like, the strategy has become more and more clear as you play it. Of course, that can be said about a lot of heavier games. Now, they add in this expansion that comes with a new map, but it also shows these few new additions. I can't remember what I think they're called danger tokens. I'm not 100% sure what they're called. Anyways, in this game, you're going to be discovering different species like you are in the regular game, but every time you do that first, or if you cross too far, you get these tokens that are actually, like, hazardous.
They're hazards.
Hazards, yeah, okay. So they're hazards.
Because you get antidotes to the hazards.
So you're putting yourself at risk for a diminishing goal, or a goal that will be at your detriment at the end of each round. Now, sometimes you want to push forward with that so you can kind of like manage how you're going to do it. It does add this layer to the game that I find very, very intriguing, in the sense that it stops people from doing this one thing that I think can pigeonhole a lot of folks, is that they always try to research as many animals as possible. And that can be good, but it also can like pull away from the entirety of the rest of the game. It also means that with the hazards, that people aren't going to always be doing that, and they're going to be trying to think of different ways to maneuver around the board, use different skills, use different worker placement slots, collect different things, etc., etc. And it just makes my heart happy that this expansion exists. Unlike Stone Spine Architects expansion, I think this is not necessary. You don't need to. You don't have to get this to enjoy the Darwin's Journey base game.
This expansion is for those people that love Darwin's Journey and played it so many times. This is like a love letter to those people, because Tyler's very happy with it. He wants to play more with this. I feel like if we played it one more time, it would have made my list. Because when we played it, I played it with everybody who's played Darwin's Journey lots before. And I had to I only played a couple or 3 times before. So I had to remember how it's played, take the expansion material and try to combine all my knowledge. So I had a few misplays early on in the game, which I think made me a little bit sad.
Yeah, and I think it's one of those expansions that you can't really show to people to fully understand unless you've played Darwin's Journey a few times at least.
Yeah.
So that would be my heads up for the expansion. There's a bunch of other stuff because I did get the Founders Edition that we still have not even touched. I honestly don't even know if we will because there's so much content that has been offered, and they're just like mini expansions, but still.
Great game.
That's my number 1, Darwin's Journey, Oceania expansion.
Oceania.
I have a hard time with that word.
You can't just skip the I.
Oceania.
My number 1. I think it's about time we start talking about this game.
All right, sure.
We have brought it up recently, and honestly, it's been a slap. It is Queen's Dilemma. Now, this is a legacy campaign game in which you're progressing through as a council, making decisions and watching your kingdom thrive or not thrive throughout the journeys.
Yeah, technically competitive. We'll raise that up.
Now, this is a sequel. There's a King's Dilemma, which was the first game, which I've always wanted to play. But then this one came out, and we had the opportunity to dive into it, and we have a full 6-player game of this, and we are now 11 games in, out of potential 17. It could end earlier.
Yeah.
Initially, I did not think I would enjoy this game as much as I have. And I did not think little old Tyler, would enjoy it at all.
I thought it would be too political.
Because it's the whole negotiation aspects of it, the whole mind games, social games, and all of that. I didn't know if that was going to take me out of it a little bit, because those aren't my favorite mechanics.
Yeah.
But the storytelling paired with the mechanics in this game, brilliant. There's a tension that is interwoven between what you're doing and how you're influencing other players that I just have not seen in a game. But it's done so incredibly well, where there is a social game per se. Well, there is a social game, but the social game is really driven by your own motives and what you're trying to do, and everything is so limited that everything feels tense.
Yeah.
And every single game we've had of this game, without spoilers obviously, we have had a big moment in each of the games where there was a really big vote or a really big upset or a story pivot that has really changed the trajectory of our decision making. It's just been so much fun, and the people who've been playing have been fantastic. You'll likely see me talk about this game again in the future, because we're nearing the end, and we'll probably do a video talking about our experience of the game without spoilers, or maybe with spoilers involved. But I just want to say this game is fantastic. If you enjoy campaign games, if you have a group of 6, I do think a full player count in this.
Play it at a full count.
If you can play it at 6, please play it at 6. It's fantastic.
The only thing I will say, and I'll add to what Ilya has been saying, is I think that this game does a really good job at capturing how a player plays and like thinking through their turn, in a sense of they've got goals, they have things that they need to focus on, but they also have to understand that because the resource scarcity is very real in this game, you have to be willing to nudge, give and take, and like work around that based on everybody else, and everybody else is going through the exact same thing with different types of categories, so you have to be very wary of all of that, and then they'll want to sometimes team up with you, sometimes they won't want to team up with you, sometimes they'll agree or disagree with you, and it's this very interesting like balancing act of you as an individual but also as the entire table.
And I think there are definitely a lot of sensitive content in this game as well that you have to navigate, which is really interesting, because sometimes in the game you'll be, to win or to do better as your character, you'll need to make a decision that may not align with your morals or ethics. And I think that part of it is also really interesting, because sometimes you do want to do the thing that is right for the kingdom, but for your character, it means not so good things.
Oh yeah, my character is full chaos, so I do what is necessary for that character.
But at what cost, Tyler?
At whatever cost it means. I role play the character, so.
But the thematic, everything is great. Game, fantastic. Can't wait to talk about it more. But if that interests you, talk to us about it. I'll be happy to chat more Queen's Dilemma.
I mean, it's his number 1 of the month.
It is my number 1 of the month. Now that has been
our top 5 of June.
June slapped.
2026, yeah.
2026, because we have a top 5 of June 2025. Maybe you should watch that video, see how we compared.
Yeah, and remind me of what my top 5 games were.
Of last year. Just for his bingo, to get his bingo. But, speaking of bingos, I got a bingo.
We did, well, you did.
I thought because I got our very first bingo that we would do
a giveaway.
But before we do a giveaway, we actually have 2 giveaway winners to announce. We have the big loot box from Canada Plays of all sorts of goodies. And the winner for that one is... Congratulations. And we have Duel for Cardia from our Small Box Games video. And the winner for that one is... Congratulations.
Yeah.
Now, for our giveaway, because I have achieved a bingo, we're going to be giving away today
this game right here. Some of you might be familiar with it.
It is Sagrada.
What?
The brand new version of Sagrada.
Version.
Now, in order to enter a giveaway, this one's going to be a little bit tricky.
Oh.
We're going to be fun with it.
Oh.
What you have to do is you have to leave a comment down below, and anywhere in your comment, you have to include 5 words that all start with the letters of bingo. So, like, you can say...
B-I-N-G-O.
Yeah.
But I never go outside.
There you go.
Because I'm playing board games.
That would be a comment that you could leave.
Yeah.
If you want to capitalize those words, if you want to... I'll make sure that every vote is counted, and each person may have 1 entry. Also, for all sorts of fine print and details, read that description in the comments. While you're in the description, make sure to hit that like, make sure to hit that subscribe button, because that's how you'll see more of our videos and engage more with us and enter more giveaways.
Exactly. We love talking about board games.
We also may do a bonus giveaway entry in our Discord.
I need to make my bingo as well, so you can stay tuned for that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now, we of course have a question of the day.
What is it, Tyler?
And that is, what have been the games you've been enjoying in the past month? What were the top ones? What ones are you looking forward to playing in July? Let us know your answers down in the comments below.
We'd love to hear them. We'll reply to each and every one of them, and we can partake and participate in the joy of board game discussions. Have fun!
Until next time, though, we will see you later.
Bye!